Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of my intermediate tutorial on Minecraft and how to survive your first couple days, your first day, your first night, and your second day. What we're doing now is going into our second day. On our first day, we've collected some resources and built a shelter. Overnight, we gathered some more resources, created some more tools. Now we're going into day 2. The sun's just come up. And we've got some major things that we want to get done today. Those things include gathering more resources, especially wood. It involves making it easier to find our shelter. When we go outside, you're going to see, boy, it's easy to get turned around. And if you don't know where your home was, you could get totally lost. So we need to mark it in some way that it's easy for us to locate when we're out wandering around. We're going to keep an eye out for any areas to mine while we're out there in case there's any coal or other resources that we may see. And we're going to be looking for food and for especially sheep in this case, and I'll show you why, assuming we find some. Now food is going to be cows or pigs or mushrooms and some other things that we can look for. So we're going to jump in here. Now if anybody is following along, they can use seed 1.1, and that will create the same world that I am doing this tutorial in. So you'll just go to, when you're creating your world, go to more world options and put that seed in. But here we are. I'm going to go back, select our tutorial world, and jump right in. First thing I'm going to do is make some more torches, because I'd wanted to make some more anyway. Even the sun's already out. I want to get back in here, and I did that with my wooden planks to create sticks. Alright, and with those sticks, I used my coal that I had found, luckily, inside my shelter to create some more torches. Like I said, you can never have too many torches. But well, that's plenty for now, for us to get going here. And you can carry as many as 64 of one particular item in a slot. So let's get moving. Let's open our door. Sun's up. Beautiful day. Snow on the ground. Ice on the lake here. Now you got to be careful. A lot of times when you walk out your door, if you hear that squeaking sound, there could be a spider perched right up there, and he will jump right down on top of you. So have your sword at the ready, prepared to go in case he does. Now what we're going to do is, first of all, and I caught a glimpse of something already. See out there? There's a sheep. That's a sheep. And it's good to know they are there because we want to go over and have our way with them momentarily. And I'll explain why shortly. Now, but first, so we don't get turned around, so we don't get lost, we need to mark where our house is. You know, putting it on the side of a hill here, it's great for a quick shelter. It's not ideal for a permanent living space without you knowing exactly where it is. You can see if we start walking out here, golly, it's so easy to get lost. So what I like to do is light it up some. Get up to the top of the hill here, put some torches out, and put them in places that are going to be easy to see from all different directions. Oh, look, we got pigs too. Tasty. We got pigs, we got sheep. We're in business. Alright, so I'm going to throw these around. You can throw them on trees, throw them up in high areas, throw some down, jump down here, throw some right on the front of my house. I've got a lot of them here, so I can be a little bit liberal with them starting off. But we want to be able to say, hey, I'm over here as far as where my house is. You know, throw them on the trees that you're not planning on cutting down. And all of these are basically just to attract your eye. If it's dark, these torches are they're easy to see. And so it's something that's really critical to be successful here. It's being able to find our home again. Now the other thing I like to do is get up to the very top of the hill, pretty close to your house. And by now you should have collected some resources. You've got stone and you've got dirt. If you don't have enough dirt, I'd gather some more. And I'm going to grab a little bit more here. There's snow I'm collecting also there. I've got a couple snowballs. But I'm getting some more dirt because what I plan on doing is going to use a bit of it. I don't want to get rid of all of it, and I can dig down as deep as I want to. I'm going to be building it up anyway because it's the height that I'm looking for. Alright, so we've got 54 pieces, and that ought to be enough for us. I'm going to jump up here, right above our house. And what I do is jump with the spacebar and right click while I'm looking at the ground. And what that does, whoops, let's switch over to dirt, that'll be handy. There we go. It places a dirt block below us. And we can continue to jump and place dirt below us. Now I could just go as high as I wanted this way, and that's kind of fun, but it's not going to be helpful if I have to jump off of that and I end up dying as I fall. So what I do at the same time is put down another column right beside me. I do 2 at a time, jump, like this. All right, and what we're doing is making a landmark for ourselves. And I recommend making this as tall as you can. The taller it is, the easier it's going to be to see from a distance. And I'm not going to go any higher, but look at that view we've got now. We should be able to see this from a lot of places. Now what I'm going to do is, this is really the one I'm going to leave up. I'm going to switch over to my shovel and just dig straight down. If I had jumped off of that thing, there's a possibility I would have died there. And we don't need to take that chance. Now, something I didn't talk about in the previous tutorials, but the hearts there, of course, is your health. And those are like chicken legs or something to the right at the bottom is your hunger. And the hunger is something we're going to have to satisfy eventually, because if we're hungry, we won't heal properly. Now, I've marked it off with torches, and what I might do is I could put some torches on my spire into the sky, or I could put more around on some trees maybe here. But that should do us for now. If we do get turned around, we can hopefully just look around a little bit and locate that giant thing sticking up in the sky. You got to find a place where you're not behind trees. There it is. Okay, so we're safe. Keeping an eye on that sun at all times. You can see as it's heading up in the sky. So here we got some sheep, and they're happy and having a nice time walking around on the ice. But they have something that I need, and what I'm going to do is, got my sword out here. I'm going to take care of one of them. And look what he dropped right there. All right, what he dropped is wool. And to begin with, if I can find sheep, I'm going to take a couple of them out here. Oh, he's quick. Let's get this guy. There. Got 2 pieces of wool. Where'd the other guy go? Here he is. There we go. I've got 3 pieces of wool. I need 3 pieces to build what I want to build back in my house. I try to leave them alive if at all possible, because later on you can shear these guys without actually having to kill them. And that's much more handy, because they'll grow their wool back. And if I'm just killing them and not getting food from them, which you don't get food from sheep at this point in time, then what's really the point? If I could shear them and get the wool and they can grow more for me, all the better. So I've got wool. What else am I looking for? I've made my house easy to find. The other thing I want to do, collect wood, right? And the final thing I want to do, collect food. Now you can see I've already started to get a little bit hungry. If you see my chicken legs or whatever those things are down at the bottom, corn dogs I think they look like, they've already started to get a little bit of hunger. Now if I do starve, it will take my health away. Well, guess who I can get food from? Yeah, you know I'm talking about you. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah. Well, he doesn't know what I'm about to do to him. Do I want to kill the animals? Yeah, in this case I do. This guy's good food for me. So let's take care of him here. 2 swipes with my stone sword, and now look, he gave me nice 2 pieces of raw pork chop. Oh, that's going to be tasty later on. Do I want to eat it raw? Yeah, probably not. Not that healthy. Never know what you can catch from that sort of thing. So I don't need that time in the bathroom. So I'm probably going to want to cook that stuff. Ooh, there's some more sheep over there, which would be nice to have. There's my spire. As you can see, shoot, I'm just talking and looking around. I'm like, all of a sudden, oh no, where am I? Watch out for that cactus there. But there's my spire. There's my house. If I had some more pigs here, yeah, I'd probably go get them. Oh, there's one. Let's go get him. Come here, you. All right, come here. Let's take care of this guy. There. Oh, he dropped 2 also. Sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get 2, sometimes you don't get anything. I was glad to get a couple there. Oh, I've got a little bit of rain for some ambiance here. While I'm out, I'm going to be grabbing wood. Again, gathering these resources as you go. This wood, I'm not necessarily going to use it right away, but it's something that's going to help me and give me things to do during the night. So I'm going to be sure to gather some of this as well. Oh, jump up and grab those or chop those leaves. All right, find my landmark there, my spire, and I'm going to head back in. It's not getting dark yet. And normally I would stay out. Wow, look at this. It's snowing right over here. This is nice. What a nice place. Okay. And normally I'd probably stay out a little while longer, gather some more food. A little bit more wool would be okay. Again, I try not to kill too many sheep. Always close your door behind you because things will wander in. But I want to show you a couple things that I want to do to prepare for the rest of my life here. All right, I'm going to, again, clear out an area. Now I'm starting to flesh out my home a little bit here. And if I wanted to, this is a time where I could actually go and start on a real house too. Now some people like to take their home that they created with the mind that they started, go out here and just, begin to build right over top of it. And that's one thing you can do. Oh, a nice sunset. Wow, that's pretty. But what I prefer to do is actually go out and build a new house somewhere else. And maybe I'll dig a tunnel to this mine, or I'll start a new mine. But it's always fun to build a house. All right, so what am I going to do here? First of all, food. All right, where do you think I cook food? That's right, my furnace. I've got pork chops. Instead of my wood to cook these pork chops, I now have some coal available. I only got 7 left, and I've got quite a few torches here. So I'm probably good on torches. I'll take a piece of coal and use it to cook this food. And we're going to hit escape and let that go while I'm working on something on my crafting table. I'm going to right click on my crafting table, grab wooden planks. Now I only have 1. I need 3. Where do those come from again? Do you remember? Wood. Okay, so I'm going to take that wood I just harvested, turn it into wooden planks, and I've got these 3 wooden planks I'm going to put horizontally like this. Now this does make a wooden slab, but that's not important to me right now. That's more for building later on. I did have this wool that I created, and I'm going to put this wool right over top of my wooden planks. And look what I just created. A bed. That's right. Now I can sleep at night. I'm going to take this bed. You don't point it up next to the wall. You have to point it one space away. Right click, drop it. Now I've got a bed. Well, what does that bed do for me? For one thing, normally during the night, like I said, I like to mine. I'll go in here. I'll keep on mining. I'm looking for coal. I'm looking for iron and other resources. I'm going to dig farther down there, find some interesting and exciting things. But if you don't feel like doing that during the night and you just want it to be daylight again, once the night has come, you come over here and right click on your bed. A couple things happen. You go to sleep. Well, guess what? We fade out. Oh, no, okay, I'm awake. Well, how'd I get awake already? All right, let's take a look. Guess what? It's daytime. It's the next day. So if you are in your own single-player world and you right-click on your bed, you will fall asleep, wake up the next morning. You're good to go for the next morning. You can head on out and do what you need to do. Now, when you do go out in the mornings, be careful, because early in the morning, there still will be some bad guys out. Watch out for the green blocky guys. They will explode in your face and destroy everything around them. Those are creepers, so be careful of those guys. The other thing your bed does is now it's created a new spawn point for me. So if I do die, I will come back to life wherever my bed is. All right. So that's about it for day 2. We've accomplished a lot of things, especially creating that spire and setting up torches around so we can find our home easier. We've gathered some food, which is great. I can now go into my furnace. I've got these cooked pork chops. I'm able to now eat by holding down the right mouse button. Then you can see my hunger is gone. And I've made a bed for myself. Now I can start on my new home and continue mining to find bigger and better resources. I hope this tutorial was helpful. I appreciate you watching all 3 parts. And thanks a lot for watching.